in elevating the visibility of youth voices. So within our governing council, there are several young leaders from different parts of the world, from Europe, from Africa, from Canada, and we work together to build consensus on how to address youth needs and how to best engage young people across the world in leading action. This past summer, we worked really hard to bring together youth leaders, both from NCD Child within our governing council and many other organizations, to develop youth-led recommendations to ensure universal, equitable access to high-quality, affordable, age-appropriate healthcare services for all children, adolescents, and young people at risk for or living with NCDs. And these recommendations were incredibly impactful. As some of you know, we also advocated very hard for the inclusion of children and youth issues in the upcoming high-level meeting this week. Our actions to advance youth needs and the perspectives of youth, beautifully communicated through the artwork that you see over there, were supported by the political declaration of the third high-level meeting on NCDs. This declaration by the member states focuses on the needs of young people and acknowledges that the prevention and treatment of NCDs in adults requires comprehensive care and support of children. NCD Child celebrates a statement, and I will look forward to working with our governments and others to build a positive NCD agenda that protects children and young people of all ages. I want to deeply thank the UN member states for recognizing the needs of children and youth in this high-level meeting declaration. Now, let's move on to the objectives of today's event. Our first objective is to call attention to the need for bold action for NCD prevention and control, and to protect the health and well-being and social and economic development of the next generations. Our second and third objectives are to highlight the need to prioritize NCD prevention and control through universal healthcare design and implementation, as well as the need to adopt a life course approach to reducing the intergenerational transfer of NCD risks and prevent the initiation of risky behaviors among youth. And finally, our fourth objective is to demonstrate the need to integrate youth perspectives in advocacy, policy discussions, and design interventions to effectively prevent and treat NCDs among young people. Thank you for joining us for these objectives. Now, I want to turn our attention to the NCD Child Global Art Contest and its celebration of youth using artistic expression to present their perspectives and their struggles around NCDs. The finalists' artwork is presented around the room, and I do suggest you take a really strong look at the work that they've done because it communicates so many incredible messages. Their original drawings and videos demonstrate the need for bold, collective action to prevent and control NCDs around the world, especially for the youngest populations. I am so proud that we are all here today to get to honor their powerful messages and reflect on further action. I would now also like to welcome and acknowledge the presence of Her Royal Highness, the Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. Thank you for joining us today. Yes, a round of applause, well deserved. Now, we are also privileged to have several of our first place winners of the contest here, and we'll be presenting them with their award certificates to honor the hard work that they put into all this remarkable artwork that is here today. And on that note, I would like to welcome Her Royal Highness, the Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, onto the stage, as well as the CEO of Novo Nordisk, Mr. Lars Jorgensen, to join the stage to help present the award certificates to the young people who have traveled so far away to come here to be with you all today. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you again. Great. All right, we will now begin announcing the winners. Now, excuse me for my pronunciation, I am Canadian, so I might make some mistakes here and there. The first artist we're presenting the award to is Mehak D, who is 20 years old and from India. Her charity receiving matching award is the Army, Navy, Air Force Wives Activity Trust. In Mehak's artist statement, she says, "Art is what makes us human. Awareness among the masses can be achieved by speaking in the language of art, bringing the youth together to control and prevent the accelerating growth of NCDs." Congratulations, Mehak. I would now like to invite Maaya onto the stage. Maaya Green is 16 years old and is from the United States. The charity receiving matching award is the Hawaii Children's Cancer Foundation. In Maaya's artist statement, she says, "We live in an age where art no longer serves as mere decoration, but, more importantly, as a statement. I personally believe art in all its forms has the potential to impact the world and its views." Congratulations, Maaya. Good job. I would now like to invite Gabriela onto the stage. Gabriela Rodica Dragonalu is 20 years old and from Romania. The charity receiving matching award is Love in Action. In her artist statement, Gabriela says, "Life is about risks, making mistakes, or making good choices, and mostly it's up to every individual which way the balance tilts. The best choice is to invest in yourself so that you can further invest in others." Thank you, Gabriela. So our final art contest winner to be celebrated is Ifrah K, who is 13 years old and also from India. Unfortunately, Ifrah was unable to join us today due to visa issues. So instead, Dr. Michelle Farmer, Chair of NCD Child, will receive the award in his place. The charity receiving matching award is Interact Club at Bal Bharati Public School. In Ifrah's artist statement, he says, "Healthy lifestyle as a topic should be discussed among children in schools and at home so that a clear message goes into the soft minds at an early age." Congratulations, Ifrah. You are definitely here with us in spirit. Thank you. Thank you all. Great. So as we all settle back into our seats, I want to remind everyone of the incredible resources that we do have at our table outside. We have a bunch of youth-led resources that were created by youth leaders around the world. We have our finance toolkit as well as our youth-led recommendations. So I strongly suggest you do read those to reiterate the strong messages that have been beautifully communicated in their artwork. Now, as we conclude the Art Contest Awards ceremony, I really want to thank you all again, especially the young leaders who traveled so far, Romania, Hawaii, India, to be with us today, so good job. And I'd also like to thank Her Royal Highness, the Crown Princess Mary, and Her Excellency, the Danish Minister of Health, Trane Norby, for their presence. I know you will need to leave shortly to attend the opening session of the General Assembly, but we really appreciate you being here with us today. Thank you. Now let's have a great round of applause for all of our incredible award recipients. Great. Now, as we go into our sessions panel, I would like to invite our panelists, Dr. Luisa Brumana, Miss Beatrice Marciari, and Mr. Lars Fruergaard onto the stage.